Why did nobody tell us that small creators or even new YouTubers can start getting paid for brand deals? I'm talking about less than 1,000 subscribers. You're not even getting thousands of views yet, and you haven't even earned a penny from ads. Just a few months ago, I wanted to quit YouTube. I was getting barely any views, barely any traction. It felt like I was putting in all of this work and getting absolutely nothing out. I thought something was wrong with me, or maybe YouTube was only for big creators. And then a brand deal landed in my inbox and everything changed. There is no way I'm gatekeeping this. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how you can be getting paid brand deals as a new or small creator and start getting paid for your content on YouTube way earlier than you think. Let's get into it. Hey friends, I'm Rochelle. I'm a six-figure digital product seller and mentor, and in this video I'm showing you exactly how you can start getting paid from YouTube from day one. And that's not only with brand deals, because we're not gatekeeping anything around here. I want to start with telling you exactly how I got onto YouTube and how I started monetizing with digital products and then started getting my brand deals. Okay, so this is going to be a 2-for-1 video. This is all the ways that you can start monetizing YouTube even if you're a new or small creator. Now, I jumped on YouTube because I wanted to use it to promote my digital products. I had tried TikTok, I had tried Instagram, and they just did not work for me. So I thought, you know what have I got to lose? Let me try YouTube. And it actually started off really well. I got my first sale with less than 50 subscribers, and YouTube was bringing me traffic to my digital products. But I still didn't see the results I wanted straight away. And so that is why I wanted to give up. And then I started to get these brand deals, okay? And my digital product sales started to increase. So you can do the exact same thing. And by the way, all of this was before I was monetized. And so this is also a video for those of you out there that think, I'm starting YouTube, I want to get my watch hours up, I want to make money from YouTube. Don't rely on your ads. You can actually use digital products and brand deals together as the power couple to start monetizing right away. And if you don't have your own digital product yet, you can check out my checklist below, which gives you all the steps on how to get started. Right, let's get into exactly what I did to start getting the attention from brands really early on in my YouTube journey. And like I say, I was under 1,000 subscribers, my watch hours were low, and I was not getting a ton of views. But I was doing these 3 things that I am convinced were the reason why I started getting the attention from brands really early. In fact, there were brands that I actually said no to super early in my journey because I was like, that is not a good fit. But the point is, I was getting that attention from brands even though the algorithm wasn't loving me yet. And these are things that anybody can do. And not only that, I'm also going to tell you how I set my rates and how I actually delivered on my first brand deal. So let's get into the first thing. And these are things that I did unintentionally, right? So it's not like they require loads and loads of effort. The first is one that you've heard a lot, and I have to start with it. I'm sorry, there's more gems coming, but you do need to be consistent. And I know you've heard this before. Be consistent. What's the point? But let me tell you where consistency actually got me, even when I wasn't seeing views. Consistency got me the attention of brand deals. Why? Because I had engagement. Even if I wasn't getting all the views, I was engaging with people on the platform. I was posting on my community tab. I was repurposing my TikToks and my Instagram onto YouTube, which is an easy way to stay consistent without creating a whole load of new content. And I have a video on exactly how I do that right here, so you can check that out next. And what all of this did was signal to YouTube that I was taking my journey seriously, and signal to brands that I would show up and actually deliver their content. Okay, number 2, the second thing I did was I turned up as me. And I know how tempting it is to copy someone else. Trust me, I've been there. I've copied content on Instagram from all your biggest influencers. I've copied content on TikTok. Like, I'm not ashamed to admit it because everybody is doing it. But you know what it gets you? It gets you a lot of unoriginality, and it doesn't make you seem authentic. So just embrace whatever it is that makes you you. If you're quiet, if you have a really cackly laugh, if you actually have like these really kind of weird facial expressions and hand gestures you do, just bring it all to YouTube. Because guess what? You're gonna find people that find that endearing, that connect to that. And that is going to be the things that people comment on. I remember, I think one of my first comments was about like my coffee station, and like people were saying, oh, you really love coffee. And I was like, yeah, I do. That's why it's in the background of my video. And that was something that I was able to build rapport around. What was something else? I think like something else was like how I had my hair one day. It was a bit different. Like I had it in bunches, and somebody commented on that. And you know, I could have just did my hair in the same way as everybody else, but I embraced what made me me. And that is how I started to connect with people online before I was even selling any digital products or monetizing in any way. So show up as yourself. Please don't be afraid to bring yourself to the internet. Yes, you might get one or two weird or hateful comments, but we block, we delete, and we move, because there's way more positivity out here on this platform than anything to be nervous about negatively. And the third thing I did is a super easy one. I replied to every single comment. I didn't get lazy. I didn't act like I was this famous person that couldn't reply to comments. Right at the start of my journey, if I could, as soon as a comment would come up on my phone, I would click it and comment right back. And again, this is all positive signals to the algorithm. This is building a community of people you start to connect with, and you can see how all of these things start to come together. And those are 3 things as a newbie creator that I did without even thinking about it. And when I look back, I feel like these were the things that got me noticed by brands way more quicker than if I hadn't been implementing them on my channel. Okay, so you're showing up consistently, you're building your community, you're going to start getting noticed by brands. So when you start getting those first emails of paid collaboration into your inbox, the first thing you're probably going to think to yourself is, well, how much do I charge? I'm brand new. I have no idea what my rates were. And so this is my approach. I'm not saying it's the expert way, but what I do know is it's very gatekept on YouTube. There's not a lot of people talking about how to set your rates. And if you're brand new, it can be overwhelming. So the first place I started was good old ChatGPT. I told ChatGPT not only what my YouTube following was and my YouTube stats were, but also what my stats were on other platforms. Now, I didn't have a huge following on other platforms, but I did know that it's always attractive for brands if they can get a package where you can give them extra exposure on your other platforms. So I told ChatGPT what my YouTube following was, what my Instagram following was, and what my TikTok following was, and I gave it my email list. Guys, you probably know if you've watched other videos how important an email list is. If you don't, watch this video here, because it's one of the key ways that I'm able to sell, actually 10x my digital product sales. Okay, and so once I popped all that in, gave ChatGPT the info, it told me how much it thinks that I should be charging. And so when it gave me the amount back, I was like, oh, this is a bit much. I'm still new. I had less than, I think, 1,000 subscribers or something, but I still put it to the brand even though it felt high. Why? Because it is a negotiation. And so keep that in mind. When you first give them your cost, it's very unlikely that they're just going to take that cost. They're going to want to barter you down. So if you get a cost back from ChatGPT and you think it's high, just go with it anyway, because it's very likely that the brand is going to want to negotiate with you. And so I'll tell you a quick story here. For my first brand deal, I gave them my cost. I won't say what it is, but I gave them my cost, and then they came back with like half of the cost, like half. And I was like, okay, this is my first brand deal. Do I just do it, or do I actually negotiate? And I decided to negotiate, because I was like, I've got nothing to lose but my pride. And so I went back to them and I was like, no, that's too low. And we negotiated and we met in the middle. So I think it was in the end $200 shy of the cost that I wanted. It was a lot more than what they had originally offered me. Okay, and so another way you can also check your rates is think about what you earn in your day job, assuming you have one. If not, the last day job that you have, take your annual salary, put it into some sort of salary calculator and work out what your hourly salary is, and then work out how much time you actually have to spend on this video. It's not just about recording, it's the planning, it's the editing or paying for the editor if you have one, it's all of the uploading, it's actually all of the mental kind of capacity that it takes as well. So make sure that you factor in the complete number of hours that you are spending on just one video. And so the last part that I want to make sure that you have, so you can deliver this brand deal really, really well and get loads more afterwards, is to make sure you include a set revision number. So when you are negotiating the actual scope of the deal and all the things that are included, make sure you tell the brand how many revisions you're willing to accept. I actually work in a day job where we work with clients quite often, and I know that clients change their mind often. They might tell you they want something and then actually they change their mind once they've seen the first draft, or they completely have another vision after you've already done the first draft. So you need to make sure that you set your revision number. You need to make sure that you don't give that brand leeway to come and ask you to change something 10 times. So I set my revision number at 2 from the jump, so that it was really, really clear that my time was precious, and they had to make sure that they were very considerate and thoughtful with the feedback that they gave me, because they only had 2 opportunities. And I really encourage you to do the same. The second thing I did is I made sure I sent them a full script beforehand. Now, I don't normally script my videos out. I normally just have talking points and then I talk around them. But for this video, I literally rough recorded it. I recorded it to myself, and then I used ChatGPT and my transcript, and I actually gave them a full script, because I was like, I want them to be really clear on how I speak, how I deliver stuff. I'm not going to try and change my language. I'm actually just going to record it exactly as I would normally record it and give them a full script and transcript. And the last thing that I did is I asked for a contract, and that's what you need: an agreement. You need it in writing. You need something that is both parties have signed, so that you're very clear on what it is you are delivering. Please don't just take an email or a phone call. You need that contract signed before you do anything. And bonus tip, please make sure that you have your payment terms listed in that contract. It shouldn't just be, oh, we're going to pay you after you have done the video. No, because when are you going to pay me? Are you going to pay me next week? Are you going to pay me next month? Are you going to pay me next year? And if you're not a creator, you probably don't know that it's very normal to have to chase invoices, and that gives me the ick. I don't want to be chasing you for invoices, so I want it in the contract when you're going to pay me. And it may still end up that you're chasing, but at least you have the legal security of saying, actually, you said you were going to pay me in 2 weeks, you didn't, and therefore there might be escalations that you can do. Okay, so just protect yourself and make sure you have all of the terms in that contract. And so I want you to go out there into the world, small and new creators, go and get that bag and go and start getting paid for your videos without having to rely on ads or becoming a YouTube partner or any of those things, because guess what? They will come in time, but you can take charge of how you're going to start making money from YouTube today. And so I also want you to watch this video on the screen, because it shows you how I made $400 from YouTube in just one day from selling digital products, and how you can do exactly the same thing. See you there. Take care. Bye.